My wife said, "Until you fix that attitude, you're not touching our bed." I said, "Fine." A month later, she discovered I'd built myself a king-sized fortress in the basement. I'm Owen, 29, and I'm currently sleeping in the most comfortable bed I've ever owned while my wife of 4 years loses her mind upstairs. This whole situation is ridiculous, but here we are. Let me back up. My wife Jessica and I have been together since college. She's a project manager at a tech company. I'm a software engineer working remote. We bought our house 2 years ago, a 3-bedroom colonial with a finished basement that we'd been using mostly for storage and my weight equipment. The problem started around March. Jessica got promoted to senior project manager, which came with more stress and longer hours. I was happy for her, genuinely, but the promotion changed something. She started coming home exhausted and irritable, and somehow everything I did became wrong. I'd do the dishes, but not the way she wanted. I'd fold laundry, but not her method. I'd cook dinner, but it wasn't what she was craving. Every conversation became a minefield. I tried to be understanding. New job stress, I get it. I gave her space, picked up extra housework, tried to be supportive. Then came April 23rd. I remember the date because it was a Tuesday, and Tuesdays we usually ordered Thai food and watched whatever show we were binge-watching. I'd had a rough day myself, a major bug in production, 3 hours of emergency meetings, the whole 9 yards. I was tired. Jessica came home at 8 p.m. I was on the couch with my laptop, still trying to monitor the fix we'd deployed. "Did you take out the trash?" she asked. "No, hello. No, how was your day?" "Not yet. I've been dealing with a work crisis. I'll do it after—" "Owen, I asked you this morning. It's literally one thing." "Jess, I said I'll do it. I've been putting out fires all day." "Oh, so your job is more important than helping around the house?" I closed my laptop. "That's not what I said. I had an emergency. I'll take out the trash right now." "Don't bother. I'll do it myself, like I do everything else." "That's not fair." "I do plenty around here." She laughed. Actually laughed. "You do the bare minimum and act like you deserve a medal." "Jessica, what is going on with you? You've been like this for weeks." "Maybe I'm tired of living with someone who has the attitude of a lazy teenager." "Lazy? I work full-time, I cook half the meals, I do my share." "Your share?" "Owen, I make more money than you now. I work harder than you, and I still come home to a messy house and a husband who can't be bothered to take out the trash." That stung. The money comment especially. I made good money, $95,000 a year, but her promotion had bumped her to $130,000. It had never been an issue before, or so I thought. "So that's what this is about? You make more money now, so I'm beneath you?" "That's not what I said. It's what you implied." We argued for another 20 minutes. It was ugly. Finally, she said, "You know what? Until you fix that attitude, you're not touching our bed. Sleep on the couch." I stared at her. "You're kicking me out of our bedroom? I need space from you, and maybe sleeping on the couch will give you some perspective on how you contribute to this household." "Fine," I said. "Fine?" "Yeah, fine." I grabbed my pillow and went to the couch. She looked almost surprised that I didn't fight harder, but I was done arguing. I had work in the morning and I was exhausted. That first night on the couch was miserable. It's a nice couch, but I'm 6 feet 1 inch and it's not made for sleeping. I woke up with a stiff neck and my back screaming. Jessica came downstairs the next morning, saw me stretching out the kinks and didn't say a word, just made her coffee and left for work. The second night was worse. The third night, I started thinking about the basement. Update 1. Here's the thing about our basement. It's fully finished. The previous owners had done it right. Drywall, carpet, recessed lighting, its own bathroom. We'd just never used it for anything except storage and my home gym setup in one corner. On day 4 of couch exile, I went down there and really looked at the space. It was huge, easily 600 square feet. And suddenly, I had an idea. If Jessica wanted me out of our bed, fine. But I wasn't going to destroy my back on the couch. I was going to build myself something better. I started researching that night. I had Friday off for a dental appointment that got canceled, so I had a 3-day weekend. Perfect timing. Saturday morning, Jessica left for a yoga class and brunch with her friends. The moment she was gone, I was out the door. I hit IKEA first, then Bed Bath & Beyond, then came home and got to work. I spent the entire weekend transforming that basement, moved all the storage boxes to one side, organized my gym area, and created an actual bedroom space. King-sized bed, the real expensive mattress I'd wanted when we bought our house, but Jessica said was too much. Bought myself nice sheets, a thick comforter, good pillows, got a 65-inch TV and mounted it on the wall, set up my PlayStation 5 that had been collecting dust, added a mini fridge, a coffee maker, a small bookshelf. I even hung some art, nothing fancy, just stuff I liked that Jessica had vetoed for the upstairs. Gaming posters, a map of Middle-earth, some band prints. By Sunday night, I had a legitimate bachelor pad in my own basement. Jessica barely noticed the weekend project. She was busy with her own stuff, and I'd been careful to clean up and take all the boxes and packaging to the dump. When she asked what I'd been doing, I just said, organizing the basement. Monday night, I slept in my new bed for the first time. It was glorious. The mattress was perfect. The room was cool and dark. The space was mine. I woke up Tuesday morning feeling actually rested for the first time in a week. Jessica noticed I seemed in a better mood. "Couch finally comfortable?" she asked, not quite sarcastic, but almost. "Something like that," I said. This went on for 3 weeks. I'd come home from work, make myself dinner, or order in, and disappear to the basement. I'd work out, play games, watch movies, sleep like a baby in my amazing bed. Meanwhile, Jessica was upstairs doing whatever she did. We barely spoke. We'd see each other in the morning, maybe exchange 5 words, and that was it. If she thought this punishment was hurting me, she was wrong. I was thriving. Update 2. The discovery happened on a Wednesday, almost exactly a month after the original fight. I was in the basement, on my bed, playing Elden Ring with my headphones on. I didn't hear Jessica come down the stairs. I only realized she was there when she appeared in my peripheral vision. I paused the game and took off my headphones. "What is this?" she asked, looking around. "My bedroom," I said simply. "You built a bedroom? In the basement? You said I couldn't touch our bed. You didn't say I couldn't buy my own." She walked around the space, taking it all in. The TV, the mini fridge, the art on the walls, the bookshelf, the gym equipment neatly organized in the corner, and then her eyes landed on the bed. "Is that a king-sized bed?" "Yep, Sleep Number. It's incredible." "You bought a king-sized Sleep Number bed?" "I did. With my own money from my own account. We have a bed upstairs that you banned me from." "I didn't ban you. I said you needed to fix your attitude." "Right, and I decided my attitude was fine, so I made other arrangements." She looked genuinely shocked. "You've been sleeping down here for a month?" "Almost a month, yeah. Best sleep I've gotten in years, honestly." "Owen, this is insane." "What's insane about it?" "You wanted space. I gave you space. You wanted me out of the bedroom. I got out of the bedroom. I solved the problem. By building a man cave? By building my own space, yes. Is that a problem?" She didn't answer right away. She was still looking around, and I could see the wheels turning. This wasn't what she'd expected. She'd expected me to grovel and apologize and beg to come back to the bedroom. Instead, I'd made myself completely comfortable without her. "How much did all this cost?" she finally asked. "About $4,500, give or take." $4,000! My money, Jess. From my account. We're supposed to discuss large purchases. Like you discussed kicking me out of our bedroom? Like you discussed changing the entire dynamic of our marriage? That's different. How? She couldn't answer that. She just stood there, and I could see she was angry but also confused. This wasn't going the way she'd planned. "This is ridiculous," she finally said. "You're being childish." "I'm being practical. You wanted me gone, I'm gone. But I'm not going to wreck my back on the couch to make some point." The point was that you needed to think about your behavior. I did think about it. I thought about it a lot, and I realized my behavior wasn't the problem. "Oh, so I'm the problem now?" "You made yourself the problem when you decided withholding affection and banishing me from our bedroom was an appropriate response to me being tired from work one night." She opened her mouth, closed it, opened it again. "That's not what happened." "That's exactly what happened. I had one rough day, I didn't take out the trash immediately, and you used it as an excuse to kick me out of our bed and treat me like I'm some kind of lazy deadbeat. Even though I work full-time, cook, clean, and contribute equally to this household." Equally? I make more money. There it is again. You think because you got a promotion, you're somehow superior now, that I should be grateful you even tolerate me. That's not, Jess. You've been treating me like garbage for 2 months. You've been critical, dismissive, and straight up mean. And when I finally pushed back even a little, you banished me from our bedroom like I'm a dog that peed on the carpet. She was quiet for a long moment. Then, "So what? You're just going to live in the basement now?" "Seems like it's working pretty well for me." "This is not how marriages work, Owen. Neither is punishment and contempt, but here we are." Update 3. She went back upstairs. I heard her pacing around up there for a while. Then it got quiet. I figured she'd gone to bed. The next morning, she was waiting for me in the kitchen when I came up for coffee. "We need to talk," she said. "Okay." "This has gotten out of hand." "I agree." "You can't just live in the basement." "Why not?" "Because we're married." Married people share a bedroom. Married people also respect each other. They don't use intimacy as a weapon or treat their partner like hired help. She sat down at the table, and for the first time in weeks, she actually looked sad instead of angry. I didn't mean for it to get like this. I poured my coffee and leaned against the counter. "Then what did you mean?" "I don't know. Work has been so stressful, and I guess I took it out on you. But you weren't helping. You were always on your laptop, always busy. I work too, Jess. I have deadlines and responsibilities just like you do. I know that. But it felt like you didn't care about what I was dealing with. Because you never talked to me about it. You just started attacking me for every little thing." She was quiet. Then, "You're right. I've been awful. I'm sorry." "Okay." "Okay? That's it? What do you want me to say?" "I accept your apology, but that doesn't fix what's broken here." "So you're staying in the basement?" "For now, yeah. I think we both need space to figure out if this is even working anymore." That got her attention. "You're thinking about leaving?" "I'm thinking about whether I want to stay in a marriage where I'm not respected. Where the moment things get stressful, I become the target for all your frustration. Owen, I love you, or at least, I love who you used to be. But the person you've become over the past 2 months, I don't even recognize her." She started crying. I felt bad, but I also felt relieved, like I'd finally said what needed to be said. Final update. It's been 6 weeks since the basement discovery. We're in marriage counseling now, twice a week, every Tuesday and Thursday evening. It's helping, I think. Jessica's been working on her stress management and communication. I've been working on being more assertive when I feel disrespected. I'm still sleeping in the basement, but it's not permanent. Our therapist suggested we maintain separate spaces until we rebuild trust and establish better communication patterns. Jessica wasn't thrilled about it, but she agreed. The weird thing is, our relationship has actually improved. Without the forced intimacy, we're talking more. We have dinner together a few times a week. We went on a date last Saturday. First time in months. It was nice. Felt like dating again, in a good way. Jessica's been making genuine efforts. She apologizes when she's snippy. She asks about my day and actually listens. She started seeing a therapist individually too, working through some control issues that apparently stem from childhood stuff. I'm cautiously optimistic. We're not fixed, not even close. But we're trying, and that's something. The basement bedroom is staying regardless of what happens with us. Even if we get back to sharing the upstairs bedroom, I'm keeping my space. It's taught me something important, that I need my own territory, my own retreat. And if Jessica respects me the way she should, she'll understand that. Edit 1. Some people are asking if the separate bedrooms thing is sustainable long-term. Honestly, I don't know. Our therapist says it's fine as a temporary measure while we work through things. Maybe we'll eventually go back to sharing a room. Maybe we'll become one of those couples with separate bedrooms, and that works for us. I'm taking it 1 week at a time. Edit 2. The bed really is incredible. Sleep number I8, if anyone's curious. Worth every penny. I'm never sleeping on a regular mattress again. Edit 3. For everyone saying I should have just left instead of building the basement room, maybe. But I wanted to give the marriage a real shot at fixing itself before I made any permanent decisions. The basement gave me the space to think clearly about what I actually wanted, and it forced Jessica to see that her behavior had real consequences. Sometimes the nuclear option isn't divorce. Sometimes it's just a really nice bed in the basement,